it's Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and today I thought I'd show you the colouring books that I've received over the last month or so that I haven't had time to video and review because my life is just chaos at the moment. Now, there may be a bit of background noise today because my neighbours are doing some construction work, so hopefully it won't be too loud. So let's get started. The first one is a Chinese book. I will of course be reviewing these in detail. I just wanted to show you now. So it's longer than the average size colouring book. It's more A4 size-ish. It's got a plain white matte cover on it. I'm sure that's going to get dirty. I can just see it as a dust attractor with this lovely blue foil on there. So let's have a quick peek inside. It's not going to be a full-on peek, but just a quick peek. So we've got beautiful illustrations, lovely line art. Paper's a medium quality, but it's kind of on the lighter end of medium. The artwork is just beautiful. So it really is single-sided because they've got this text over here in Chinese and then the illustration on the right. There's great pictures in here, especially if you like doing skin and hair and clothes. Some really lovely pictures there. So that's the first Chinese book. The second one I've got is a mermaid based one, and this one has green foil highlighting. And again, the same matte sort of cover, card cover. It's going to get dirty if you're using it all the time, so I would cut it out. But the good thing is that this looks like it's designed that you can use that inner cover as a poster. So just have a look at some of the pictures in here. Lovely little mermaids, and again, same quality paper as the previous one. Some really intricate images there. Is that a bunny? And again, like the other one, they're really single-sided because there's text over here on the facing page. So some gorgeous illustrations in this one. And I will put up a review for it as soon as I have the chance. Gorgeous artwork on the back. This one, of course, you probably all know. It's Hannah Calzone's latest. This is the Swedish edition. English edition will be released shortly as Jewlery Box. And you know, sometimes I wish I didn't start with this whole collection of must have the original from the country and the English imprint, so it certainly adds to the cost. But I mean, look at this, it's so cute, and I'm tempted to colour it now, but I'll wait for the English edition because I always keep the Swedish ones as just a complete colouring book. I don't want to touch it, I just want to admire it. And I know that might be weird to some people, but everyone is different. I'm sure you've all seen Jewelry Box before. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely adorable. So the latest from Hannah Calzone. So now I've got some little postcards, and these are from Japan. And I love these little Japanese postcards where you get one picture that's already coloured and then you get the line art for the other one. The line art's pretty faint. I hope you pick it up on camera. Gosh, they are just beautiful. Now, I mean, everyone that knows me knows that I'm never going to send one of these postcards to someone anyway. I'm just not going to let them go. It kind of reminds me of Holly Hobby, that picture. But some lovely drawings in there. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm glad I got my little postcard book, packed full of gorgeous coloured postcards, and ones for me to colour in as well. The other one's a postcard book as well, and it's based on the flower fairies. There's quite a few of these different types of flower fairies postcard books. This is the one that appealed to me. I think it might have appealed to me because it was cheaper than the other ones. And I was watching my pennies. Aren't they beautiful? Now, of course, you don't have to colour them the way they're coloured in the coloured picture. It's up to you, however you want to colour it. Aren't they just divine? So that's my little flower fairies, again from Japan. And my next one is part of these colouring books I've been collecting. So I've been collecting these from Japan. They're like a colouring magazine, if you like. And this one, when I seen it online, it reminded me of the girl in this picture. So I thought, oh, I'll have to give that one a try as well. And the beauty of these magazines is that they have got the full colour images in them. And then they've got the A4 sized line art for you to colour in as well. So this is a lot more sketchier without like really detailed outlines, and it's a very faint grey for all of this part with more texture and more outlines for the foreground items. So I hope it picks up on camera. Looking through the lens at the moment, it doesn't look like it will, but I hope it does. And this is very sketchy. Here you can barely see it. Definitely will need the magnifying lamp for this one. So absolutely gorgeous little colouring book from Japan. And of course I've got Winnie the Pooh. So gorgeous pictures there. And again, same as the other one, they give you the thumbnail coloured image, some tips and techniques, then the full page coloured image, and then the line art. And the paper in these books is really good. They're really good value, I think, because they've got the coloured printing on them. Really nice thick paper with a light texture to it. Really lovely. Now the line art is a bit sketchy in these ones, and it's not quite a black, it's more of a dull black, but aren't they gorgeous? And I love those coloured reference photos. You little piglet. So of course I had to have Bambi. And again, it's from that same series of colouring books that you can buy. I mean, look at this. Look at that little butt on that gorgeous little bunny, and look at Thumper. And I do like that they've got the English writing down below, as well as the Japanese. I used to have these Bambi sheets when I was a kid, and I really wish I'd kept them. They were so beautiful, with Bambi and Thumper on them. So super cute. If you're a fan of Disney, you guys know I love Disney. I'm just a kid that's never grown up. Now, my next one's a bit cutesy as well, and also a bit hard to see. It's a Hello Kitty colour by numbers, and I love Hello Kitty. We've got the twins there as well. But this one is incredibly difficult to see because they're just super little tiny like cross-stitch squares that you fill in. So up the top you get like a colour legend for colour by numbers. And look, if you've got a visual impairment, this one is probably not going to be for you because this is really finely printed. But rather than show you the pages, I'll show you what they look like when they're coloured in. So aren't they cute? They look like little tapestries. So they look like little cross stitches. Super cute. But certainly not one for those with a visual impairment because those outlines for the colour by number are so super fine. So that one's from Japan as well. Now this one is a French one, and it's the Disney Love Stories with Mickey and Minnie on the front. And it's got a little bit of foiling there, very nice and shiny, very pretty. And then A4 sized, like a pad with the binding at the top. I've got some pencils behind there, so I can't put the pad all the way up. The paper's white and it's a medium quality. Very smooth. Massive variety of pictures in this one. Pepe Le Pew. We've got our Lady and the Tramp. So we've got huge variety. There's 60 pages. It's super thick. And as usual, the links to buy these are below the video. You just have to click that show more link that will expand the description box out, and then you can see all the places where I've listed where you can buy things. I try and find as many places as possible. I don't have time to find every place in the world, but I do give it a good shot. I'm just going to show you my pencils. I haven't finished showing you the colouring books, only because I want to move that box and it's in my way. So I've been wanting to try the Felissimo pencils from Japan. Felissimo are a handmade pencil, and that doesn't mean that they sit there and put the lead in and roll them around individually, but they have more of a handmade process than other pencils. And I think we all know that Japan is well known for its high quality products, and so I was dying to try them. Now, Felissimo originally released their pencils, and they sell a lot of things, by the way. They don't just sell pencils. Pencils are probably a small thing in their marketplace. But they originally released pencils as a 150 set. And then a couple of years ago, I'm not quite sure when, without checking my research, they decided to release 500 pencils as a subscription service. So basically you sign up and every month you get a new packet of 25 pencils until you reach the 500. Now, paying for a subscription service from Japan every month for these new 500 colours plus buying the box to keep them in, etc., is pretty expensive. So I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to commit to that sort of monthly program. And also the other thing that concerns me is that I might not be able to buy any replacement pencils. I mean, are you meant to wait like 3 years before you get all your pencils and then use them? And how are you going to replace them type thing? So I wanted to know a bit more about the brand before I committed to this monthly service. And 500 pencils, could you imagine that? But the thing is, when you look at them, really, they look quite close in tone. So I don't know that there's going to be a huge range of colours, and I don't know that I need 500, to be honest. But hey, it would be nice. So I thought what I would do is buy the earlier version, which is still on the market for sale, and the link, of course, is below the video, which just contains 150 pencils. I mean, 150 is a lot. I wanted to keep the box so that I could show you how well they were packed. So they come in this box. It's branded with Felissimo down there on the side, and it's actually quite a big box. Comes with all the little plastic around it to keep it snug. And in that box is another box, and that lays down flat. Okay, so it comes within that. So this is shipped from Japan, and my order took about 10 days to reach me in Sydney, which is the capital city of Australia, from Japan. So it comes packed, box within a box, little plastic pillows around it, all snugly bubbly. Now that I've shown you that, I can get rid of this box. Now inside the box, it's packed snug as a bug with 6 tubes. On the top of the tube we've got the Felissimo branding. You might not see it because it's in like a white silver. And they're all numbered, so this is tube 5. I'm not sure how this works because this is tube 5, this says 14, this says 10, this one says 2, this one says 18, and this one says 12, so I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe it makes sense to somebody else. So these are a sturdy plastic, they're thick, they're not like that thin plastic that you might get on some brands of pencils. And see that at the bottom? It's got like this foam that's got the indentations from the pencils resting against it. So the tips are protected during the shipping process. So I think that was really clever. Now I haven't used these other than just to try them on a piece of paper as yet, but I will be reviewing them shortly. But at the bottom of each tube, there's also a little foam protection so that the pencils are all snug as a bug in their little transport container. Now I probably will keep them in these containers because, as you can probably tell, they're arranged tonally in there. Now one thing I have found, and maybe I haven't looked hard enough yet, is that I can't find a white in these pencils as yet, but maybe we'll be able to find one together. And so we've got the name down here in gold, and they actually feel very light. They don't feel as heavy as like my Polly's or my Holbens or anything like that. But they're light, they're well made, like the Polly's, the barrel is covered, not like the Prismas where you can see the lead. And they come pre-sharpened already. So I love this gold names on the side there. And I don't know, maybe someone from Japan could tell me whether you can get these open stock. I seriously think I'm going to have to go to Japan with a few empty bags and stock up on some goodies. Now we'll be, going through and reviewing all of these lovelies. This is just to give you an idea of how they're packed and, the colours inside. So I still can't find that elusive white in that one. And here are all our lovely reddish shades. Now, I think if the white is going to be anywhere, it's going to be in this one. And and I still can't see it. But I don't have my glasses on. I still cannot see the elusive white or black. And here we've got our shades of blue. This one looks like it could be a black. And it's called Charcoal by the looks of it. I don't have my glasses on. So I think it's called Charcoal. So I think that's our elusive black, but still no sign of the lovely white. And to be honest, that doesn't bother me. I've got plenty of other white pencils. I usually use my Caran d'Ache white pencil in any event, or my Prismacolor. And here's all our lovely shades of green. Heaps of greens there. So many different colours, so 25 there. So it doesn't look like it has a white at all in the pack, which doesn't surprise me. The Erogitons from Japan don't have a white either, and it also doesn't bother me because look at all those colours and look at that pretty tube. I hope I like them, but we'll see. So my next colouring book is a Disney Mandala one, and it's also a little French one, packed full of illustrations. And, you know, I know some people don't like mandalas or patterns, but I actually find them quite soothing. So it's only a small size, so good for, you know, taking with you in your handbag or commuting. And very cute. I mean, we don't need to do fancy pictures all the time. I think these are fun. So it's divided up into little sections with different pictures relating to that theme in the section. So it's just a simple little book, but a lot of fun and something good for fans of Disney. The next one is also a Disney one from France, and who can resist Alice in Wonderland on the front? It's a pad, so the binding's at the top, and there's 60 pictures in here. So I need to find someone called Dee that I can colour Daisy Duck for. Aren't they cute? Paper's smooth white, it's medium quality. And at least it's single-sided, and that top binding is great for people that are left-handed. So not all of the pages have the lettering on them. So a bit of Disney everywhere. Look at Lady and the Tramp, isn't that gorgeous? Now I need to find some little child that needs to learn their alphabet and their ones and twos. Look at Tweedledee, Tweedledum. And look at the 7 dwarfs. Aren't they cute? So that's it. At the end, it's got this super thick cardboard that you can use to rest it on. So there we go. We've got our alphabet colouring pages from Disney. Now this one is from Camilla Di Erico that brought us the beautiful Pop Manga. This is her latest one, her Mermaids colouring book. And, you know, when Pop Manga came out, I wanted it badly, but I already had hundreds of books that I hadn't reviewed because it came out during that period of time where I was really, really sick. So I later bought it. I think it was, you know, maybe last year when it was on special. And I still haven't reviewed it. So I'm still running like 2 years behind on reviews. What a surprise. Isn't this gorgeous? So the illustrations are double-sided and it's a medium quality. It's not super thick by any means. I definitely only use pencils with it unless I've tested it out somewhere. But God, her artwork is amazing, isn't it? Such a talent. So I've got one more book left and it's from Japan and it's another one of those magazine style ones, soft cover with the lovely dust jacket on it. This one features puppy dogs. I think some of you know that I have a puppy dog, although I would definitely love a cat as well, and a bunny rabbit, and a duck, and a llama, and a goat, and another puppy, basically everything. Aren't they gorgeous? So you've got these coloured pictures. Now this one doesn't have the small thumbnails in it, or the tips. It seems to be a little bit different format from the other ones that I've shown you. These pages here are perforated too, and the paper is fabulous. It's really thick. Look at that lovely grey. Now at the back we've got some little postcards, two of the same. Of course you know that I'm never going to send those postcards to anybody. Okay, so that's it from me today. The links as usual are below the video. Until next time, happy colouring.